If you think tossing that plastic bottle in the blue bin is the most sustainable thing you did today, you've been hugely misled. Recycling is a lie, not because it can't work, but because we fundamentally misunderstand how it does. The plastic bottle you just sorted might travel 1,000 miles, be rejected at a plant, and end up in a landfill anyway, emitting carbon the entire way. So today, we're finding out why our good intentions aren't enough and why the most sustainable thing you can do is learn to be scrutinous. Hey, my name is Logan, and today we're going to talk about recycling. Recycling is weird, and I call myself an environmentalist. We check for that little symbol on the bottom of the bottle, get confused, throw it in the bin, and just hope they take it. But that symbol is the first sign of confusion. It's not actually a recycling symbol. It's a resin identification code, or RIC for short. It just tells the plant what type of plastic the product is made of. These symbols can be located at the bottom or side of the bottle product and have arrows that are commonly mistaken for the classic recycling symbol. Yes, it could be useful to learn what is recyclable, but it also suggests that the item is subject to be recycled. Should it be like that? For example, an RIC with polyethylene terephthalate and high-density polyethylene are safe and easy to recycle, while other RICs like polyvinyl chloride can break down into dangerous chemicals like vinyl chloride or polypropylene that are unable to be recycled in curbside pickup, but able to be recycled at supermarkets. What are ways that recyclers, policymakers, or brand corporations can better interpret what is and what is not recyclable? Ever see the label recycle ready on packaging? Where do you expect this to be thrown out? On Tuesday or Wednesday night, or whenever your recycling day is for curbside pickup. Either that or recycling bin, right? Found anywhere. Wrong. Recycle ready means that it can only be recycled in certain recycling streams. Recycle ready does not imply that the packaging will be recyclable in curbside pickup. It most likely won't even be recycled at all and be sent to landfills when you recycle it curbside, because local recyclers don't have modern recycling systems that allow for that specific process. Only certain recyclers with modern technology, such as TerraCycle, are able to recycle that material. Where can I recycle on then? Before the New Jersey plastic ban, many of us used the front of store bins at grocers like ShopRite or Wegmans to recycle our plastic bags. Well, those same drop-off bins are the correct way to recycle this new recycle-ready packaging. Importantly, they accept more than just bags. You can recycle paper towel packaging, shipping plastic, and other flexible plastics. There are issues with this, as it requires recycling systems to be very up-to-date when in reality, our infrastructure for flexible plastics is fragile and inconsistent. The design bins are highly specific, and saying that it is recycle ready on the packaging infers a different story. So instead of relying on a system with hurdles and confusion over recycling, we can focus our support to sustainable alternatives. Only 9% of all plastic waste ever generated has been recycled. Why not spend that time finding ways to reduce our usage of plastic and support sustainable materials? We can replace single-use plastic with better alternatives like cloth or bagasse. But here is where we need to be incredibly scrutinous, because replacing one item with another only looks sustainable until you examine its entire life. There are limitations of simple recycling, and to avoid these limitations, we need to adopt the Life Cycle Assessment LCA. This is a rigorous scientific audit that traces a product from raw material extraction through manufacturing and use, all the way to its disposal stage. Only the LCA has the power to uncover the truth, separating genuinely sustainable solutions from deceptive greenwashing strategies. For example, I researched a multi-layered bag to a bagasse bag. Paper production requires lots of water, lots of fuel, and wood to create. Bagasse comes from sugarcane and is known to be very biodegradable and very sustainable. However, putting in the data in the LCA software, it showed that it wasn't at all sustainable as I thought it was, and it was actually more environmentally costly than sticking with the paper bag option. We need to take sustainable alternatives with a grain of salt. Change may look good, but we need to ensure it is a positive change using LCAs. We need to be informed. That's really all we can do for now, until we find a better solutions to recycle or sustainable alternatives to deter emitting more carbon emissions that contribute to climate change and its impacts. I'm telling you to be more scrutinous. And that's all I have to say for today. Thank you for watching.